Alright, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. I got a speed build screencast up for you, number 2. This time a Clan War based Town Hall 9. We'll see if we can figure out how to funnel those go wipes and go wee wees away from the Town Hall. Let's get to it. Alright, to start, it seems like I lost the beginning, but what I was trying to do is put the Town Hall in the mid with 2 Teslas flanking. Goal of like slowly wearing down P.E.K.K.A.s as they drove in and or golems, and that's why the expos are at the bottom side. And plus we got the double big bomb placement, so we're set to go. So let's now move along. So first we get the clan castle down close to the town hall, and then let's wall in a little bit to get a sense for what we've got. Trying to get as symmetrical as possible, but still keeping the double big bombs within that double wall. So now I'm placing the ADs, usually getting symmetrical deployment there, and then using storages on each side to slow down dragons that might come from top or bottom. Notice also that the storage placements will allow slowdown of the P.E.K.K.A. push that might come through, because the P.E.K.K.A.s will hammer away at the storages while being in range of the Teslas, so that's a bonus. Now we're just shifting and making it a little bit longer so as to get those 2 storages in closer to the 2 Teslas, again with the goal of slowing down P.E.K.K.A.s that might be driving around the town hall. We'll now get the cannons in place so that they're in range of the mid, so if P.E.K.K.A.s are in the mid, at least half of them might be shooting from the mid position. We're continuing to expand. Now I'm trying to get a sense for the outer ring by, of course, walling in. So now we'll try to actually get those cannons a little closer, shift the ADs down and the cannons up. That's always good. And we'll work now on fire breaks between the walls, so that if we're having to drive from top to bottom, they just get to run freely from the north to south or south to north. You also notice I moved the king and queen pads in by the town hall. That's because they're good for freaking out dragon attacks and other such things, so we always want those more towards the mid. And notice I haven't talked about the pathing to the double big bombs, but I'm trying to maintain a single path from each side so that your route either comes from east or west in those double big bombs. Also, we're trying to get the splash damage whiz towers as well as mortars within range of the mid. Again, the whole goal is get the armies in the mid and then just dump stuff on them to kill them off in the mid so they die off and only get a 2-star. So as I'm tweaking along, getting those splash damage effects in, I also try to get my cannons into a similar position to be able to shoot into the mid. And I initially start with 2 grouped in the middle there, but that's a little too close together. They could rush one side or the other and take out 2/5 of our group. So I swap instead and move 2 to the top. I then notice that I don't have the double big bombs in the top yet, so I go ahead and put that in using the Teslas for the 2 side pull-ins. Now I'm looking at whether or not the pathing will work. Then I shift to archer tower deployment, trying to get symmetrical placing of that around the mid, and we'll go ahead and wall off the rest of it, figuring out how many walls I have left. I'm a little short, so I basically prioritize putting out the storages outside the walls because they still do their purpose. They're still there as a damage sink that things have to chew through. But we'll get our walls back, and that'll help us out in that part. At this point with the archer towers, though, I notice that they're too close together, so I want to get like basically one at the middle level, one at the top, one at the bottom. So I shift around a little bit to get that done, and that requires some wall adjustments. But now I think I've got it. 2 cannons, they're nicely spread. Looks alright. So at this point, we're just going to place the traps. So first off, I'm not there yet, but I'll be placing the air mines in front of the whiz towers to blunt any balloon-based attacks. The air-seeking mines behind the air defenses to get any dragons that might draw near. And then the little big bombs by any whiz towers to try to get that TKO that we're always looking for, so that the heals can't offset any hog-based rushes. Once we get the outside stuff set, we'll put spring traps along that to kill off or weaken any flanking forces that might be moving around the outside of the wall shooting while there's a main force in the mid. We don't want to have that messing with us. That'll often let co-wipes win out the day. But we're not too worried about, or at least I'm not worried about, the placement of stuff on the outside. It looks like a pretty good base to me, though. I mean, it's got definitely built to blunt golem based attacks, but it's got good hog defense, good air defense. We'll see how it does. Alright, so if you found this to be of value, feel free to like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, you might be interested in an encore. The prior video, I think, was a base envy. Take a look at that. Or if you're a subber and you actually have your own videos, let me know, and maybe we'll do a sub spotlight on you in our next video. For those of you who want to try out the layout, hit the link below. You got to type it in, actually. It'll take you to Layout Builder, and you can kind of check out what you were seeing in the video and try to use it in your war. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Good luck, guys. Talk to you soon.